It's time for the All Saints Week. So, now we are going to see what All Saints Week has for us. The fright stuff. Oh, we get that note. All Saints Charm. Cool. The Adventurers Guild investigator is eyeing the festive displays with a healthy dose of suspicion. Oh, my stars, could it be the self-same adventurer who helped us keep wickedness at bay and transformed All Saints' Wake from a night of screams into a day of revelry? Thank the 12 for bringing you to us, for fiends of the realm knock at our door once again, and we need a dauntless soul to help us ensure they don't tear off its hinges. The host of this year's parade of horrors is a woman with a pumpkin for a head. I shudder to consider whether this is some elaborate costume or no. Perhaps it is best I don't not to know. Her strange appearance makes my skin crawl, to say nothing of her underlings. Why, one might think the Continental Circus was come again, hiding their monstrous intentions under the guise of celebration. We can be grateful that none have yet fallen under their spell, but I fear it is only a matter of time. We must act quickly to unearth their schemes. I would begin a thorough investigation at once, but I'm afraid my surveillance duties here prevent me from moving freely. That, my friend, is why I need you. Approach this pumpkin-headed witch under the flag of friendship, and offer your services to her ghastly celebration. If you catch even a whiff of foul deeds, I want you to put a stop to them before any innocents come to harm. I knew I could count on you. Now that you can find our quarry just across the way at Miketo's amphitheatre, where she is doubtless attempting to draw any and all passer-bys into her ungodly procession. Humour her for now, but take care not to fall victim to her honeyed words. The pumpkin-headed woman can be found at Miketo's amphitheatre, where she is attempting to coax the common folk into her terrifying cadre. Put on a mask of friendliness, and put an end to any evil she may be brewing up. Okie dokie. Pumpkin-headed apparition.
It is you. I knew your arrival was inevitable, for any who once indulge in the revelry of All Saints' Week cannot resist a chance to relive their experience.
Of course I'm back, yeah?
Oh, such eagerness! We are ever in need of willing hands to help with the festivities, preferably with bodies still attached. Of course, I understand you have been tasked with bringing light and iniquity on my part. But you know from experience I am perfectly harmless, so you're free to conduct your little investigation, if it pleases you. Together, I believe we can make this All Saints' Week into one that will be remembered for moons to come. Yet, before we begin, allow me to illuminate the history of this event and our intentions here. On this most unhallowed of nights, the saints revel in their palatial heavens, and as their judgmental eyes become leaden from drink, the impure are free to feast and frolic without fear of punishment. In ages past, the common folk would rue the coming of this night and cower in their homes, that is, until the adventurers took it upon themselves to rid the streets of evil, thus turning the event into a celebration of your collective bravery. A joyous happening, to be sure, but what of the goblin, the ghost, and the gremlin? Unfortunately, there are many monstrous sorts who yet consider this a night to spread fear, like a plague. And so it struck me, what if All Saints' Wake could be an occasion for celebration among mortal and monster alike? I believe there is room for light even in the darkest of hearts. Which brings me to the question of your involvement. I would have you aid a minion of mine, named Papa Gruff, in facilitating an All Saints' Wake that will allow yours and mine to join hands in mutual merriment. Perhaps you know of Papa Gruff, whose was a voice sounds so depraved that his kin spoke of him only in hushed whispers, but I have since shackled, or rather politely reasoned with him, to commit devilry no more. Knowing of his formidable magical prowess, I have set him to work under these guiding words, frightening enough to tickle, but not to scar. There need not be an unpleasant experience, and Papa Gruff is doing his utmost to strike that delicate balance between felicity and fright. Not with much success, as I understand. I would love to proffer him advice myself, but I believe one such as you would be better at what appeals to mortals of the city. Might you give our beleaguered Papa Gruff a few words of advice? Sure, leave it to me. Thank you, truly. He should be putting on a performance near the Leather Workers Guild at present, assuming he has yet to be chased from the Gridania's borders. Please speak with him, and give him my encouragement. Papa Gruff decided the best place to dazzle the people of Gridania would be the Leather Workers Guild. I understand he is having trouble keeping his audience engaged, which runs markedly counter to the stipulations of our, agreement. Needless to say, he requires your help. Hello.
Is he quite well?
You're that meddlesome adventurer. Rather, I see tidings of humble performance have reached even your ears, good madam. Please, honor me with your presence as my guest of honor. Without further ado, I shall summon a soul, fell beast, before your very eyes. I only hope he brought a change of small clothes.
A monster. It'll take more than a magician's cantrip to scare me.
Look here, my dear thrill-seekers. Here lies an ordinary pumpkin, or is it? Take care not to blink, for any moment of distraction may well be your last. Oh, the terror! These bloodthirsty eyes, those razor-shaped fangs. Flee if you dare, but this hellhound will chase you to the end of the earth to have its ounce of flesh, and I would know, considering the scars of its wrath upon my backside. Imagine each and every pumpkin adorning this fair city transformed into such a thing. Why, dread would prey upon Gridania to the last elm if I made it so. A veritable banquet of chaos.
Bloody brilliant. You drew us in all that talk of monsters, only to dash our expectations with an adorable pup. I admit some confusion at first, but now I see you were a clown amongst clowns.
Not a single blood-curdling scream. But a smile is not a complete failure, I suppose? My pumpkin-headed master asked you to help me. Well, allow me to peel back the curtain, as they say. Considering our previous acquaintance, this hardly bears repeating, but my true form is that of a void scent. Not even a grimace. Well, I suppose it would be inconvenient if you ran away screaming after every sideways glance in my direction. Now, for the matter of this furry abomination. Frightening enough to tickle but not scar is the agreement that binds me to my master. I don't need to be told twice that summoning of any of my kind would be in gross violation of that covenant. So, remembering the deceptively winsome countenance of this voracious hellhound, I thought it would strike the perfect balance between horrifying and heartwarming. That is, until a child at an earlier show burst into tears at the pup's appearance. Now I've seen a man react with a hearty laugh to the exact same dog, with neither a trace of fear in his voice. The difference is vexing. Tell me, is a puppy something to be feared or cuddled? Depends. What frightens one may make another smile. Do you jest? You mean to say your kind's definition of terror differs from person to person? I admit that does explain the sheer contrast in reactions I've observed so far, and it does place me between a rock and a hellish soul-rounding place. If my task was simply a matter of bringing people to fearful tears, the ground beneath you would already be soaked through. How in the hell's good name does one frighten to tickle? Ah, but you with your delicate sensibilities can teach me to mix dread and delight into a charmingly chilling concoction. Let us begin at once. Hello. Let's get right to it, eh? First we need to find people to scare, but not scar. Your kind seems to gravitate towards the pumpkins we've placed throughout the city, which creates a perfect opportunity for mild mischief. One of our displays should be just over this hill, and another is near the Lancers Guild. Your job is to tell me what to transform the pumpkins into. Once we find suitable test subjects, let's see how well you tickle. Papa Gruff is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You may have heard terrifying stories of my past, but I regret to say the magics I wield don't quite live up to my reputation. I only have a talent for minor transmogrifications, really. My master, on the other hand, oh, I shudder to think what mayhem she would be capable of if she wished it. Let's see, there is 2 areas to go to. Okie dokie, let us go. There we go.
An All Saints Wake performance, very well, but I face slavery monsters almost daily, so it would take something quite fantastic to make me flinch.
Oh, I can make him flinch so hard his heart would burst in his chest. Ah, but that's neither here nor there. What type of ghoul would be suitable?
Give him the ghastliest ghoul you can muster.
Well, if you say so, allow me to oblige.
Egats! That gave me quite a fright. I only hope I never face such a monstrosity on one of my patrols. As my final act might be to soil my breeches. Well played, well played.
You may have heard terrifying stories in my past, but I regret to say yes. You've said that before.
This looks almost real. I believe I might see this terrifying visage in my nightmares for some time yet.
To the Lancers Guild with us. Decorations are so scary. You're not here to trick me, are you? This one is ripe for the picking. Forget I said anything. So, what type of gold do you suggest? Something spoopy. Pardon me, spooky. If you really think so. Huh? You know, when you look at it, it's actually kind of cute. The puff of smoke was a little scary, though. I think I'm beginning to understand. If a fright doesn't kill your kind, it can actually be somewhat pleasant. I believe I'm ready to take the proverbial stab at it. Come, come, there should be more pumpkins around Apagul Falls. It gets cuter every time I look at it. I wonder if any of the other pumpkins will transform. Yeah. Let us go to Apagul Falls. Yeah. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Don't tell me you're supposed to send a chill down my spine. Clowns are for babies. For babies, are they? Ha! I'll make the Slash wish she was back in her mother's womb. You there, little girl. Look well upon this pumpkin. Monster! What impressive magic! My heart won't stop pounding. Damn, Ma will have the fright of their life when I tell them what I saw a real Honest to God's monster, I can't wait to tell him. I'll think twice before I insult a clown again. Thank you for the thrills. Bye! Did she say, thank you? I scared her near out of her shoes, and she thanks me? Can't say I've experienced that before. I dare say I've even enjoyed it, yes. Now is the time to capitalize upon this newfound tickling skill of mine. Let us visit the display near the Whistling Miller next. To the next place. Good day to you, young lady. Might you join me in celebrating the joyous occasion that is All Saints' Wake? Celebrate? That's the last thing on my mind. Please go and bother someone else with that ghoulish makeup. Oh my, aren't you in a fright? And not the good kind either. What happened, lass? Papa Gruff is here to help. You'll really help? Well, I certainly could do worse than a clown. I've come from the Great Lum Growly. Although fled from is probably more appropriate. I was tilling the fields like always, when I heard a frightful voice from behind me. I turned around to meet it, and came face to face with the foulest monster I've ever seen. When I regained my senses, I was here, my throat hoarse from screaming. No power in the realm could persuade me to return. Not while that horror still wanders unchecked. A monster? But I think we haven't visited the Glory yet. What could it have been, do you think? We might have a real demon on our hands. You may very well be right. Those illusions I summoned are no more capable of free movement than the pumpkins they sprang from. Yes, no doubt there are void scent running amok. Here I am, tying myself into knots trying to learn the subtleties of spookery, while some uncouth brute goes rampaging through the Twelvewood with nary a thought towards artistry. If we forgive such behaviour, our efforts are to find glee in terror will have been for naught. Tremble and fear no longer, lass. We shall investigate the matter. Truly, you're the first people to believe my claims are more than seasonal mischief. Oh, I knew Father was wrong when he said that clowns were the villains. Thank you. Again those words ring strangely in my ears. However, 'tis not an entirely unpleasant sensation. I know this wasn't why you were sent to assist me, but there's no telling how many of my kind we may find. A single void clown can only achieve so much. So, would you lend me your aid in case the situation gets undesirably bloody? Of course. Thank you. Look at me, expressing gratitude, and to one of your kind no less. Well, no matter. Let us depart to the Great Lone Growry to unsettle this. That frightful little thing snuck up in me in the great lone glory. I fear it will be some time yet till I can work up the courage to return. I see nothing out of the ordinary here, but I know they are close. Our roguish quarry is close, doubtless lying in wait somewhere to catch us unawares. Once they show themselves, don't indulge them with anything but a face of stony interference. Go, come on! As I thought, a fellow void sent. And what, pray tell, are you doing here? A brother of the void? Then you know why I'm here. For the night of devilry. Once we were free to carouse, creep and caper, guided by the great pumpkin-headed archfiend. For too long we have been denied our demonic rights, and it is I who shall reinstate our grandest event. Yes, the age of the great gourd shall give way to the era of the great pot. Even now my allies lie in wait throughout the city, ready to usher in the night of devilry. You must join us, brother. Join us as we rise again. No. What? Why? Even if I wanted to, my covenant prevents me from engaging in wanton vileness you propose. Regardless, I have no desire to join you for some cheap daunt through the city, with only a few startled mortals to show for it. Such indelicate devilry would only result in our swift and total annihilation. Ha! Spoken like a true coward. Don't tell me you're frightened of some sharpened sticks and clumsy cubs. Oh, but I am frightened, as you would be, had you tasted the full brunt of my master's fury. Perhaps you may yet, if you continue to insist upon this foolish course. I have learned how to blend in with the people here, and extract terror in such a way that does not tempt retaliation. Your plan would bring but a single night of debauchery. Learn how to cohabit, however, and our collective revelry can last forevermore. Traitor! Then my minions and I will devour you and your scaly snack of a friend. Oh, I guess I am a snack. Heh heh heh. That head, the great gourds! Naughty children ill deserve to join in the festivities. They should be happy as decorations, to serve as an example for any who would follow in their footsteps. My lady, how pleasant it is to see you. Dare I ask why you grace us with your presence? I caught wind of a void scent disturbance and came here to investigate. When I heard your voices, I knew something was afoot. I must say, I am quite pleased that you see the merit in my approach to All Saints' Wake. Yet something must be done about the other beasts that have crept into the city. Let us give them the same treatment, and continue enjoying this unhallowed season on our own terms. That wretch reminded me of myself long ago, but for a twist of fate, I might even now be adorning the streets of Draconia by its side. With your help, rounding up our reckless kin should prove a simple matter. Let us make this All Saints' Wake an occasion to remember for those who dwell in the light and shadow alike. If you sight any errant ghouls, perform the spell I demonstrated earlier. In so doing, we shall convince the residents of Draconia that the source of their supposed nightmares was not but a cluster of mundane pumpkins. This wand possesses the transformative power you require. Simply swing it about in a grandiose manner and point it at your target. Once the charms have been cast, I shall collect the pumpkins. I understand they are quite delicious when baked in a pie. Heh heh. You've learned to emote All Saints Charm. Emote. There it is. Let's see what it says. You wave your wand with a swish and a flick. You wave your wand at Papa Gruff with a swish and a flick. A charmed life. Papa Gruff is eager to rid Draconia of his wicked brethren. Just when I was getting the hang of being the life of the party instead of the death of it. Let's wrap this up quickly, lest this year's All Saints' Wake will be remembered as a disaster. I sense something sinister lurking deeper in these fields, as well as the trail heading to the east, perhaps towards the market or the Lancers Guild. Splitting up will be the easiest way to end this quickly. I'll escort the botanist from earlier back here and deal with whatever still haunts the brewery. I shall use the opportunity to convince her that what she witnessed before was nothing but an overzealous pumpkin. That should put her heart at ease. I will leave the rest of Draconia to you. Once the void center have been verily vegetated, meet me at Miketo's amphitheater so we can deliver my master news of success. Now, let the show begin! Let's see, Leatherworkers Guild. If I don't look at it, it'll go away. The child is cowering in fear from the menacing voice scent. Turn this tense situation festive with All Saints' charm. was a pumpkin the whole time. I can't believe I fell for that. But now that I know it was just a trick, I'd like to see it again.
What is that awful thing?
No force can rival that of terror, and upon terror we feast. Swish and flick.
What? It was just a pumpkin. I knew the wood whalers wouldn't let such wicked things into the city. I've never seen such a feat of illusion before. If the rest of All Saints' Wake is entertaining, I best go find the main event.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
Monsters have invaded the city. A pumpkin? Wait, this is all part of the All Saints Wake fence feast, isn't it? I must say, that made my heart skip a beat. If this is what adorns the streets, I cannot wait to see what the main street has in store.
You have turned all the prowling voidsent into harmless pumpkins. Papagruff awaits at Miketo's amphitheater to hear tidings of your success. To Miketo's amphitheater. Miketo's amphitheater. You are returned, and that means Gridania is free of mischievous voidsent. Let us hear what Papagruff has to say. There you are. I took care of the voidsent still haunting the Great Lone Brewery. Did your hunt go as smoothly? Yeah, I took care of 3 of them that were causing trouble. Good, good. Now we can safely say that the only frights in store for the citizens of Gridania are of a decidedly entertaining variety. I took the liberty of gathering the pumpkins you created. Their punishment will not be eternal, but they can stand to remain in their current form for the duration of the festivities. It is the least they can do for in repentance. There you are, my fearless clown. Thank you for reassuring me. I had worried I might have to retire from my position at the Great Lone Brewery and seek less haunted climates. As the master of the Botanists Guild, allow me to extend my personal thanks for helping my gifted pupil avoid such a decision. It would have been a grievous loss for all of us. Oh, it was no trouble at all. In fact, I should thank you for being such an exemplary audience. A true entertainer brings his all to every stage, be it a grand amphitheatre or a cosy vegetable patch. I only hope you were half as thrilled as I was. That scary, whatever that was, looked so real. I never could have guessed it was just a garden variety pumpkin. Truly, I feel privileged to have seen a master of illusion at his craft. As do I. Would that every day were filled with such surprises. As a token of our thanks, we have made some pumpkin cookies from our most recent crop. Please enjoy them in good health. I do believe I can get used to this being thanked thing. Well, since you've gone through the trouble, I best eat them before they've cooled. To my good health. This is delicious! This flavor, I've never tasted anything like it. The cookie's ether is tinged with something I can't quite pin down. It's bold, but not overpowering. Is this the taste of gratitude? Oh, how much of my life I wasted on supping in terror, when all along the whole world of flavors was left neglected. I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but I shall consider your words a compliment nonetheless. These cookies are but a small token of my appreciation. I only wish I could have given more. You mean I could potentially receive more gifts if I frighten performing my act will get me more baked delights? I bet I get to work straight away. Why, this is shaping up to be quite the All Saints' Wake indeed. Heh. I could not have imagined for a better day of celebration for all. Our success here is no small part thanks to you. As I believe that Papa Gruff now has matters well in hand, I shall return to my manor. Pray visit if you are so inclined. Ah yes, before I forget, do appraise that troublesome investigator of what has transpired here. Maybe he will finally cast his prying eyes elsewhere. You really enjoyed those cookies, didn't you? I'll make another batch as soon as I can. Truth be told, I didn't think this plan for a harmonious All Saints' Wake would ever work, but I'm glad to be proven wrong. Do you sell anything more? What a fantastic yarn! Monsters plotting against monsters, all to make us happy? I admit I find your story hard to swallow, but I see no reason why a fellow guild member would lie. Very well, I shall take your tale at face value, and consider these to be glad tidings indeed. However, I cannot help but wonder if this was all an elaborate ruse. They knew we were watching them, and that may have compelled them to put on a show of charity. After all, a monster cannot change its skin overnight. I shall continue to keep a close eye on their activities from afar. I thank you for everything you've done, and lay to rest. You now have access to Sneaky Hollow. I'll continue to keep a close eye on the pumpkin-headed woman and her minions. Pray enjoy the festivities to your heart's content.
If you'd like to go to my master's residence, allow me to escort you. I remember coming here last year. Just having a wee look-see around. Up to something? Me? Never. But I'm a fun-loving imp here to help my fellow revelers enjoy the wake. And I can fashion you a very convincing guise for the masquerade. Hehehe. All I need is for you to recall a memory. A journey unforgettable. Traverse your memories and tell me what you see. Good, good. Now think of someone remarkable you encountered in that time. Someone powerful. Yes, that's it. Yeah, that will do nicely. Don't worry, this won't hurt much at all. Just close your eyes. Lol. That's... Hey. Him again. Oh god, not him. Ugh, hate him. He's my least favourite character. Oh, he's so cute. He is cute.
him.
Ranjit.
Ah, yes, him. He's sacred. Ah, yes, VNJ. Ah, yes, this will be restored, I believe. For el amigo. Mikoto! Oh, yeah, me too. Ah, yes, Gaius. Oh god, no. Who was that again? I can't remember that person. Magnai. Ah, Sadie. And here. Up to something? Me? Never. But I am a fun-loving and here to help my fellow revelers in the wake, and can fashion you a very convincing guide to the masquerade. Ha ha ha. All I need for you to control is your unforgettable. Traverse your memories and tell me what you see. Good, good. Now think of someone remarkable you encountered in that time. Someone powerful. Yes, that's it. Ah, you. And the Sky Pirates. Estonian. Trial. Oh yeah, she was the machinist. Emmerich. Ah, yes. The mastermind behind many of the schemes. Yeah. Yes. Philanen. Yes, Rieten. Yeah, at your service. Nero. Sit. Sultana Nanamo. Nanamo o Nano. And Rabound. Marble Blosswooden. And Canny Ithena. Right, let's talk to you now, shall we? You wish to have words? Well, very well. Well, what would you know? What is this place? Is your memory fleeting? Is your lifespan, child? As I told you before, this is my home. You're welcome to come and go as you please. Who are you? You need to ask. My head is not merely for show. I am the Archking, feared and revered since time immemorial, the great Gurd, who once led legions of darkness is in fact merely a title held by those of my coven. Each generation, the knowledge to control denizens of the void is passed down alongside the appellation. What is it you do exactly? I watch. My ancestors once bound the void scent to their will as a means to wage war, and caused irreparable harm to the world in doing. Remorseful for their actions, they swore to never be complicit in such a tragedy again. We have watched ever since. Our goal is not to harm the minions of darkness, but to educate them, show them that peace is an option. But I have spoken enough. I had not realized entertaining a guest could be quite thrilling. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. Take care. Love you all. Bye bye. And